intersection of two straight line, intersection of two straight lines. If L1 is a1x plus b1y plus c1 is equal to 0 and L2 is a2x plus b2y plus c2 is equal to 0, represent two intersecting lines, then their point of intersection is b1 c2 minus b2 c1 by a1 b2 minus a2 b1, comma c1 a2 minus c2 a1 by a1 b2 minus a2 b1. Suppose there are two lines. One line is this one. Let us take this one is a1x plus b1y plus c1 is equal to 0. This is the line L1. Let us take the another line. This one is L2. What is this line? a2x plus b2y plus c2 is equal to 0. I took two lines which are intersecting at a point. If we know the two lines in a standard format, in a general form of an equation, then we can find this point of intersection by using this formula, that is b1 c2 minus c2 b2 c1 by a1 b2 minus a2 b1, comma c1 a2 minus c2 a1 by a1 b2 minus a2 b1. Problem: find the point of intersection of the following lines. Find the intersection of the following lines. First one, 4x plus 8y minus 1 is equal to 0. 2x minus y plus 1 is equal to 0. Second one, 7x plus y plus 3 is equal to 0. X plus y is equal to 0. Solution: I am going to solve the one and the other one you have to solve. I am going to solve the first one and the second one will be the homework. The first one, given straight lines are, what are the given straight lines? 4x plus 8y minus 1 is equal to 0 and another one is 2x minus y plus 1 is equal to 0. This is one line, this is another line. Clearly the given line are a1x plus b1y plus c1 is equal to 0, a2x plus b2y plus c2 is equal to 0. Here a1 is equal to 4, b1 is equal to 8, c1 is equal to minus 1. Similarly a2 is 2, b2 is minus 1 and c2 is plus 1. Now the point of intersection of two lines is, just now we have wrote a formula, is P is equal to b1 c2 minus b2 c1 by a1 b2 minus a2 b1. comma C1 A2 minus C2 A1 by A1 B2 minus A2 B1. Now substitute. B1 is 8 into 1 minus of minus 1 into minus 1 by 4 into minus 1 minus 2 into 8, comma minus 1 into 2 minus 1 into 4 by 4 into minus 1 minus 2 into 8. I have substituted A1, A2, B1, B2, C1, C2 in the respective places. This implies we will get 8 minus 1 by minus 4 minus 16, comma minus 2 minus 4 by minus 4 minus 16, which is equal to 7 by minus 20, comma minus 6 by minus 20. Now here minus minus get cancelled, 2 3s are 2 10s are. Therefore what we got the answer now? Therefore the answer is P is equal to minus 7 by 20 comma 3 by 10 is the required point of intersection. Similarly, you can solve the second one, and the second one answer for the second one is P is equal to minus 1 by 2 comma 1 by 2, minus 1 by 2 comma 1 by 2. Note, the area of the triangle formed by the straight line x by a plus y by b is equal to 1, and the coordinate axis is half modulus of a into b. Let us take, this is the coordinate axis, this is x axis, and this is the y axis, and this is the equation of a straight line. This is the line, and a is the x-intercept, then this point is a comma 0. B is the y-intercept, then this point is 0 comma b. Now the area of a triangle formed by the straight line and the coordinate axis, this is that area, triangle. The area of a triangle, if the equation is in the form of x by a plus y by b is equal to 1, and we have to find the area of a triangle formed by this straight line and the coordinate axis is half modulus of a into b, half modulus of a into b. Problem: find the area of the triangle formed by the following straight lines and the coordinate axis. First one is x minus 4y plus 2 is equal to 0, and the second one is 3x minus 4y plus 12 is equal to 0. Out of these two, I will solve the one, and the remaining other will be the homework. I am going to solve this one, and this one will be the homework. Now what is the given? We have to find the area of a triangle formed by the following line and the coordinate axis. Means I have to change this equation into the intercept form. Then we have to select what is the x intercept and what is the y intercept, and we have to use the formula. Now solution. Second one, given equation is 3x minus 4y plus 12 is equal to 0. Now I am going to transform this one into an intercept form. 3x minus 4y is equal to minus 12. Now dividing both sides with minus 12, we will get 3x by minus 12 minus 4y by minus 12 is equal to 1. 3 1s are 3 4s are 4 1s are 4 3s are, and minus minus get cancelled. We will get x by minus 4 plus y by 3 is equal to 1. Here a is equal to minus 4, b is equal to 3. You can say x intercept is minus 4, y intercept is 3. The area of the triangle formed by this one is nothing but this one. So I can write here x by minus 4 plus y by 3 is equal to 1, and the coordinate axis is half modulus of a into b. Half modulus of a into b, which is equal to half modulus of a value is minus 4, b value is 3, which is equal to half modulus of minus 12. Modulus of minus 12 is 12. 2 1s are 2 6 are is 6 square units is the answer. Similarly, you can solve the first one. Answer for the first one is half square units. Next problem. If the area of the triangle formed by the straight line x is equal to 0, y is equal to 0, and 3x plus 4y is equal to a, where a is positive, is 6. Find the value of small a. Solution. What are the given lines? Given straight lines are x is equal to 0, y is equal to 0, and 3x plus 4y is equal to a. What is this x is equal to 0? Y axis is also called as x is equal to 0, and x axis is also called as y is equal to 0. This is the line y is equal to 0, this is the line x is equal to 0. Now I am going to change this one into intercept form. This implies can be written as 3x by a plus 4y by a is equal to 1. This implies x by a by 3 plus y by a by 4 is equal to 1. This is that line. This is the line, equation number this one. Let us take whatever the equation number star. This is the point a by 3 comma 0, and this is the point y intercept is 0 comma a by 4. Here x intercept x-intercept is equal to a by 3. Y-intercept is equal to a by 4. What we have to find? We have to find the area of a triangle formed by x is equal to 0, y is equal to 0 and the straight line. Means we have to find the area of a triangle formed by this straight line and the coordinate axis. Therefore, the area of the triangle formed by x by a by 3 plus y by a by 3 is equal to 1 and the coordinate axis is already given in the statement is 6. So I can use the formula here, that is half modulus of a by 3 into a by 4 is equal to 6. Now send this 2 here to the right hand side. We will get modulus of a square by 12 is equal to 12. Now I am going to remove the modulus symbol. What you will get, instead of removing the modulus symbol here, since in the rough part, since in the statement clearly given that a is positive, if a is positive then a square is also positive. Now numerator is positive, denominator is positive, therefore the whole term a square by 12 is positive. This implies a square by 12 is positive. Then modulus of positive is positive. Therefore a square is equal to 12 square. This implies a is equal to 12 is the answer, is the required answer. Note: if I take any line in a plane, this line divides the entire plane into 3 mutually disjoint sets. Means those points on this line, points will get on the one side of this line and the points will get on the other side of this line. No point of this side will be on the line on one side, and no point on this line will be on this side or this side. No point on this side will be on this line or on this side. So here the note: a straight line divides the coordinate plane into 3 mutually disjoint sets of points. That is, first one, the set of points on the straight line. The set of points on the straight line, this one. Second one, the set of points on one side of the straight line. The set of points on the one side of the straight line. All these points are the one side. Third one, the set of points on the other side of the straight line. Other side of the straight line. This is the one side and this will be the other side. Therefore, I can say that a straight line divides the plane into 3 disjoint sets. One is the points on the straight line, One is the points on the one side and the third one is the points on the another side. Notations. Notation. First one, the linear expression ax plus by plus c is denoted by the letter capital L. The linear expression ax plus by plus c is denoted by the letter capital L. Second one, the general equation, the general form of the equation of a straight line is, the general form of a equation of a straight line is ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. That is, what is this ax plus by plus c? Nothing but L. L is equal to 0. L is equal to 0. Third one, we denote ax1 plus by1 plus c by L11. We denote ax1 plus by1 plus c by L11. And fourth one, not fourth one, let us continue in this one. And ax2 plus by2 plus c by L22. Now fourth one, if I take any point, if the point a of x1 comma y1, if I say this point lies on the straight line, L is equal to 0. If I say that this point is going to lie on this straight line, then the expression L11, when I can say that this point lies on this straight line, if this point satisfies this equation, then only I can say that this point lies on this one. When I am saying this point lies on this straight line, means it is satisfying. Means in place of x I am substituting x1, in place of y I am substituting y1. After substituting, what we are going to get? Again ax1 plus by1 plus c is equal to 0. Then the expression L11 equals to 0. If a point lies on this line, then we will get L11 is 0. If the point does not lie on this line, then it does not become 0. So if, next point, fifth one, if the point a of x1 comma y1 does not lie on the line L is equal to, on the line L is equal to 0, then L11 can't become 0. If L11 is not equal to 0, then L11 will be either positive or negative. Then L11 is either positive or negative. So what we have learned now, this expression is denoted by L, and if I take a general form of equation, that is ax plus by plus c is equal to 0, that one will represent L is equal to 0. L11 is denoted by ax1 plus by1 plus c, ax2 plus by2 plus c is denoted by L22. If I take any point on the line, means this point is satisfying this equation. When we can say that this point satisfies this equation, in place of x, if I substitute x1, in place of y, if I substitute y1, I will get the RHS. Means I will get L11 is equal to 0. If this point is not lie on this one, then L11 can't become 0. If L11 is not equal to 0, then L11 will be either positive or it will be a negative. So by this concept we have learned that sixth one, the points of the plane are divided into three parts as first one, A, the set of points for which L becomes 0, means the points on the line L. B, the set of points for which L greater than 0. C, the set of points for which L is less than 0. So the points on the plane are divided into three parts. One, maybe the points lie on a line, maybe on the one side, maybe on the other side. If the point lie on the side on the straight line, then it will be L is equal to 0. If it is on one side, we will get either this one or this one. Either this one or this one. Now note formulae. The ratio in which the straight line L is ax plus by plus c is equal to 0 divides the line segment joining the points A of x1 comma y1 and B of x2 comma y2 is minus L11 is to L22. Minus L11 is to L22. What it means? Let us take a line, this one. Let us take a line, this one. This is the line ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. Let us take a line segment joining A and B. When I am taking a line segment, it is a part of a line. This is the point A, x1, y1, and this is the point B, x2, y2. x2, y2. In that case, this line is dividing the line segment AB in some ratio. This line is dividing the line segment into some part. Let us take this is L and this is M. In this case, we will get L is to M is equal to minus L11 is to L22. Minus L11 is to L22. In this case, we will say that the line L dividing the line segment AB internally. From inside, it is dividing the line. There is a one more case. Suppose this is the line ax plus by plus c, and these are the 2 points A and B, and this is the line segment. This is the line segment. This is the whole line and this is the part. In this case, we will say that the line L dividing the line segment AB externally. From outside it is going to divide the line segment AB. In this case we will say that the line dividing the line segment AB internally. Now using the formula also we can check in what ratio it is going to divide, either it is internally or externally. So I am going to give a formula now. So let us write a note. First one, the points capital A comma capital B are on opposite side of the line L is equal to 0. What it means? Let us take a line L. This is the line L is equal to 0. I am saying that the points A and B are on the opposite side. Opposite side means here it is a point A and here it is the point B. Means both are opposite to each other. If both lie on the one side, then we will say both are on the same side. This is the line segment AB. This is the line segment AB. And let us take this is the point P. So in this case we will say that if and only if the point P divides the line segment AB internally. P divides AB internally. Let us take this is the ratio L, this is the ratio M. If and only if L is to M, already we have learned a formula above. What is L is to M? Nothing but minus L11 is to L22. When we can say that the point P divides AB internally, before the starting of the first unit I have given a note. A point P divides a line segment AB in the ratio internally, in the ratio L is to M internally, if and only if L into M is greater than 0. Means these both should be greater than 0. L is to M should be greater than 0. When we can say that both is ratio is greater than 0, means if both are positive, then this one will be positive. If both are negative, negative get cancelled, again we will get the positive. If one is negative, one is positive, we won't get greater than 0. Therefore, the ratio L is to M should be greater than 0. If and only if here minus of this one is to L22, this one should be positive, greater than 0. The whole ratio should be greater than 0. Means both, if I take instead of minus L11, if I take L11, then the sign of L11 and L22 should be opposite sign. If this is positive, then this should be negative. Why? If this is negative, negative into negative, it will become positive. Positive by positive is positive. If this is negative, this should be positive. Since positive into negative, negative. Negative by negative will get positive. So L11 and L22 have opposite signs. Means one is negative, another one is positive. So when we can say that the 2 points are on the opposite side, if the ratio L is to M is greater than 0, that is minus L11 is to L22 is greater than 0. And second one, if P divides AB internally. And the third one, if I am finding L11 and L22, both should be of opposite sign. One should be positive, another should be negative. Second one, the points A and B lie on the same side of the line L is equal to 0. Means let us take this is the line L and this is the point A and this is the point B. This is the line segment. Here clearly A and B are on the same side of the line. If and only if, then I can say that this P dividing the line segment AB from outside, that is externally. That is P divides the line segment AB externally. If and only if the ratio L is to M, nothing but minus L11 is to L22 should be negative. If it is positive, it will be an internally. So it should be a negative. If and only if L11 and L22 have same sign. If L11 and L22 means what is L11? I am substituting in x comma y place the points of A. We will get L11 and that value I am substituting the B in L. We will get L22. If both have the same sign, then externally, or you can use this one or you can use this one. If both have opposite sign, therefore it is internally, means both the points are in the opposite side. Upon this formula, we are going to discuss problems in the next lecture. Thank you.